Welcome you all in the English class. And here today I am going to talk about how to solve the same passages. In the SEE exam, according to the new format for English paper, the students must have to face the 75 marks questions there. 75 for the written exam and 25 for the practical exam. In the 75 marks, the students must have to face the four passages altogether for 40 marks. Among the four passages, the first and the second passages are same passages. Passage number 3 or question number 3 and question number 4 are the unseen passages. So here we are talking about how to solve the same passages. So there are some techniques, not only the same passages. This may be beneficial for us for the unseen passages too. Same text, ways to answer different types of items which are generally being asked in our exam. So short answer questions. When answering short answer questions, a student must understand the meaning of each questions. First of all, we must try to go through the passages. When we understand the meaning of the passage, it will be very easier for each and every student to answer the questions effectively. So when a student is asked who questions, the questions WH question start from who, WHO, who. He or she must be able to quickly comprehend that who means a person and so on. When the question starts from who, we must have to search persons and that person will be the answer. Write the answer with the correct structure. The structure is there in the question itself. Tense of the answer depends on the tense of the question. Sometimes students may be confused. Question is in present tense, so the answer must be in the present tense. If the question is in past tense, we must have to give the answer in the past tense. So the question and the answer which we are going to write, that must have the same tenses. Sometimes we have to change the tense, person and time adverbials as per the rule of reported speech. The answer of short comprehensive questions must be practiced and to the point. You have to avoid unnecessary details and refrain from copying the exact line from the passage. Ordinary students are going to match the question and the passage lines of the passage. If some words of the question is going to match in the passage line, they are going to just copy same. You are not required to copy the questions, but it is compulsory to write the question number clearly. Since many short answer questions are WH questions, develop the following strategies to answer them. So here I am going to talk about WH questions. or why question demands reason or purpose for its answer. If the question starts from why, we must have to search the reason or purpose. There are some connectives used to answer why question. For cause or reason. Because plus clause, subject plus verb, or as or since plus clause, because of plus noun phrase. For purpose, to in order to plus b1, so that could can plus b1, so as to plus b1. Others, purpose of ing is plus 2 b1, intention of plus ing plus is plus 2 plus b1. Example: why was George Ramsay staring into the space? George Ramsay was staring into the space because our answer, there is why question, we have the why question, so we have it means see here the it means because we have attached because here he was in deep gloom. Similarly, as George Ramsay was in deep gloom, he was staring into the space. Why do the traffickers take the help of local people? The traffickers take the help of local people to identify, here is purpose, the vulnerable family for trafficking. The traffickers take the help of local people so that they could identify the vulnerable family for trafficking. Here, why do we use helpline numbers? The purpose of using helpline numbers is to inform the concerned organizations about the victims of traffic or traffickers. Who questions? How can we ask the we questions or reply the who questions? When you are asked a who question, it means you will give information on a person. Who question are of three types. Subject types, who answer is the subject. Object type, whom answer is object. Possessive type, whose answer is after possessive. So these things we must have to remember here. And what questions? When you are asked a what question, it means you will give information on an action or thing. What makes 2012 the perfect movie? Actors, storytelling, dialogue, and special effect make 2012 the perfect movie. Which question you use which when you are asking for information about one of a limited number of things? Which way does the speaker choose? The speaker chooses the less traveled way. So which questions, when we are facing the which questions, so we are being asked the information, so we must have to search the information or the number of things. Now come to the point for the next type of questions. Here we are going to face is when question. When you are asked the when question, it means you will give information on time, time of a day, a month, a year, or a season. Answer is written either with time prepositions on, at, before, after, ago, between, while, or time adverbials yesterday, tomorrow, last month. When was the movie 2012 released? The movie 2012 was released on November 13, 2019. After that, you can see how can we reply the how question. How question, here I am going to share with you how question. How question demands usually the answer like manner and ways. Here we are going to talk about the manner and the ways. So how question asks the manner and ways. The connectives used for such questions are by plus ing here, by plus vehicle. In this way, we can reply the questions of how questions. If the answer is adverb, it doesn't take any connective. How does the speaker spend his time in the first stanza? The question is here now, and now let's see the answer. He spends his time here. Present tense is there does, so we have used the spends his time in the first stanza by remaining silent. How much amount uncountable? How much money does George give his brother? George gives, here does is present, so gives is also present. George gives 500 pounds to his brother. Now, after this, we must have to see how many. Quantity is here, plural countable nouns. How many exams have you passed? I have passed 10 exams. How long durations? How long have you been studying law? I have been studying law for 3 years. Now let's see. Where questions? How can we reply the where questions? When you are asked a where question, it means you will give information on a place. Where do people take off their shoes before entering a house or restaurant? People in Japan, China, Thailand, and Korea take off their shoes before entering a house or a restaurant. They are going to enter there. So, in this way, we can reply the questions, answer, uh, which are being asked, especially the WH questions, which are being asked when we are facing the mm, same passage in our SE exam or any exam up to grade 12. Best of luck. Have a nice day. This video will be very beneficial for you. I hope so. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.